How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Cult Classic Series 4 Dawn of the Dead Plaid Shirt Zombie. Super excited to have this one in my collection. Full disclosure, this is actually a repeat. I already have this figure and I ended up finding this one at an amazing price. I actually was able to talk them down on the price a little bit. I did pick this up from the folks over at Misfit Toys, and yeah, super stoked that I actually was able to find one at a great price so I can review for you guys. As you can see, the box is dinged up and everything. I'm not too upset about that because obviously I'm gonna review them for you guys. As you know, I never really open these types of figures. This figure was released, I believe, in 2005 or 2006, around there. At least that's when Series 4 was coming out, from what I remember. Obviously, Plaid Shirt Zombie from the Romero classic Dawn of the Dead, which was released in 1978. And as many of you have probably heard on this channel, I'm a huge fan of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Those two are my favorite horror movies of all time. They kind of go back and forth. But let's go ahead and get a quick look around the box. We'll get it opened up and get a better look at the figure. So for starters, guys, I have to say, yeah, although the packaging is kind of messed up and everything, like I said, I am going to open it, so not too upset about that. But as for the packaging itself, it's that old school packaging, Cult Classic Series 4, and it has the Dawn of the Dead logo as well as, you know, from the old poster and stuff like that. It also has a saying, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Absolutely love that. And then it's basically depicting the original movie poster and stuff like that. Got a photo shot of the figure there. The Plaid Shirt Zombie features custom diorama base, so it's gonna be cool. On the other side, we got a photo shot of the figure there posing. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead on the back. Got a little write-up back here, and Plaid Shirt Zombie, and another photo shot of the figure, Series 4. And other figures in this Series 4 was Child's Play 3, Bubba Hotep, and Shaun of the Dead, which I actually have this figure as well. But unless I find one at a decent price, I'm not going to open that one. So let's go ahead and get them opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright guys, so let's go and get right to it. So for starters, I have to say, getting him out of the box, this guy looks absolutely incredible. I think the level of detail in the decaying flesh here and on the face looks absolutely gnarly. I honestly don't know if the camera does it justice, but I mean, it looks really solid, guys. I think it looks really cool. The face sculpt looks awesome. The coloring on this looks great. I will say, I don't know if it's due to the age, or just the material, but the shirt does feel kind of soft plasticky, so just be very careful with that. And definitely you could tell this is an older figure because the lack of articulation on this figure from what I've noticed. But as for the head articulation, head does rotate all the way around. Does feel kind of stiff. This is first getting it out of the box, guys, so yeah, I can imagine over as many years as it's been, it's definitely going to have some stiffness to it. So definitely be careful with that if you pick this guy up. I mean, at this point, this guy is almost, I guess, 20 years old or something like that, 2005. So does have a head tilt. Doesn't have a head tilt the other way, more than likely because of the collar from the shirt there. Does not look down all that much, and then looking up, it's more like he's looking straight. So yeah, not too bad, guys, but again, this is an older figure, so I kind of give it a pass. And yeah, it just looks absolutely incredible. As for the arm articulation, there's not too much. Arm does rotate all the way around, does come up about not quite 90 degrees. Unfortunately, there is no upper bicep rotation. There's no bend. There's no joints in the elbows, no rotation at the elbows or at the forearm or anything. There is rotation here at the wrist, but I would be very careful, guys. Again, this is an older figure, so just keep that in mind if you do decide to pick it up. Although I will say, for it being an older figure, I think NECA did a great job of the detail there in the nails. Again, overall, I think NECA, even for it being an older figure like this, I think they did an absolutely killer job. If they were to retool this and maybe make it ultimate, which I'm really hoping they would do, I think they would really kill it with the newer technology and the molds and everything, and the give it more articulation. I think that would be really solid. As for the other arm, guys, oddly enough, it doesn't feel like the arm comes up to do like a 90 degrees or anything. I did notice it does rotate all the way around, but again, it is pretty stiff, guys, so I'm not going to force it and have a video fail. And unfortunately, this one does not have, at least it doesn't seem like it has any rotation at the wrist for this one, but it is what it is, guys. Not too bad, not a deal breaker. Again, I know what I was getting into when I picked up this guy originally, and opening him up, I knew he was going to be really lacking on the articulation, but the detail is great. There is no torso articulation. It's just basically one solid piece. There's no leg articulation either, it appears, but if you look closely, I love the detail on this. It looks absolutely killer. You can see like the dirty wash that they put over the pants, the jeans, and everything. Even on the shirt itself, I love the creases. I love how this is kind of like, you know, off to the side, like it's blowing in the wind a little bit. Again, NECA did a bang up job of this. The boots look really great. You can see kind of like the weathering on the jeans at the very end there. Yeah, absolutely stellar, guys. I really am glad I picked this up and was able to review him for you guys. So let's go ahead and get him off to the side and get a better look at his one and only accessory. As for the accessory he comes with, guys, he comes with a bit of a stand slash diorama sort of thing, and it looks actually pretty cool. I really dig the level of detail on this. It's almost like stone or concrete, and you can see like the dead grass or the moss and stuff like that. And then you also have like some bits of gore or flesh or something that maybe he was eating off of a person or dripping off of himself. As you can see, there's two pegs there, so he does peg into this, and yeah, the plastic itself, it's like not a hard plastic. It feels like soft plastic, but I mean, still, I think it's pretty solid. I really love the detail on this, and yeah, as y'all may or may not know, these older figures never really came with too much. Now, for size comparison, guys, I did want to bring in another ghoulish creature, Zombie Jason, my favorite Jason, just to kind of show you a comparison between the height as well as the level of detail and stuff like that. Clearly, even back then, NECA did a great job with their detail. I mean, there's several of these figures that I had picked up from before. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Shaun of the Dead, and then I had picked up previously some of the Castlevania figures way back when they were first released. So yeah, they did a great job with this one. And as I've told y'all many a times, I'm a huge Dawn of the Dead fan. So when I found out that they actually made these, I had to pick them up. These were sort of like my set of Grail figures that I wanted to get. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the figure here. Are you a fan of Romero's of the Dead films? Which is your favorite? Which is your least favorite? As I've said many a times, over and over again, I absolutely love Night of the Living Dead, and Dawn of the Dead is no exception. I feel those two films are masterpieces. They're both perfect in their own way. That's why it's hard for me to... That's why I flip-flop between the two, because I think they both are absolutely incredible films. One year Night of the Living Dead all the way, and then another year, or even heck, even a month or two later, I'm like, Dawn of the Dead is my favorite. But ultimately, those two films are absolute masterpieces in my opinion. I do enjoy Day of the Dead. It's a really good solid film. The gore is great. I really do enjoy Land of the Dead as well, and Diary of the Dead, with Survival of the Dead being pretty much dead last for me. Out of the whole series, that's probably the weakest one. I've only seen it maybe like 1.5 times. I haven't finished seeing it a second time. I just couldn't. You could tell at that point it was kind of not the best. But as for Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, the original trilogy is just absolutely amazing. As previously mentioned, guys, I do have this one already, and as you can see, clearly it's in a better packaging. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to find this guy at a great price and be able to open them for you guys. That was one of the things that when I found this guy, I was like, I'm definitely gonna open it now, especially since I got it at that great killer price. I believe this was the first one I picked up, the Hare Krishna zombie, which I believe I picked this one up at Texas Frightmare as well, and I want to say I have the whole series that NECA put out of the Dawn of the Dead figures. I also have the Flyboy figure. So yeah, guys, as far as I know, unless y'all know of. I've only seen these three, so I think I have the whole collection of the Dawn of the Dead figures for NECA. If I don't, let me know in the comments, and then I'm gonna go hunting for whatever's left, because yeah, these were grail pieces for me, and I was able to get all three at decent prices from cons and eBay and stuff like that. So super excited to have all these and share them with you guys. Some other things that I wanted to share with you guys that I have in my collection. I have reviewed this on the channel before. The second sight release of the Ultra HD Blu-ray of the Dawn of the Dead. I love this. Love this set. It's absolutely incredible. Like I said, I did do a review of this, sort of unboxing it. So definitely check that out. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check that out. And I also got recently from Trick or Treat Studios this incredible statue of the plaid shirt zombie. And yeah, 1/4 scale bust. So as you can see, this thing is absolutely massive, and it's a bust of the plaid shirt zombie. So let me know in the comments if you want me to review this guy. I'll definitely get to it at some point, but if you guys want to see it sooner rather than later, definitely let me know and I will get it opened up for you guys. But beyond that, if you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again for coming back and for the continued support, guys. I really appreciate it. Seriously, I cannot thank y'all enough. The channel just celebrated 3 years of being in existence, so I am super excited that I'm still able to do this for you guys. And yeah, I really enjoy chatting with you guys in the comments as well as in the live streams and stuff like that. So truly thank you so much for making the last 3 years really cool, whether you have been here from the beginning or have just jumped on the train along the way. Thank y'all so much. I can't thank y'all enough. And stay tuned. I will be doing a giveaway for the 3-year anniversary. I will put something out. Either it's going to be a live or it's going to be a just a quick video with the instructions on how to enter and stuff like that. Until then, guys, we will see you in the next video. Take it easy. Have a good one.